How y'all doing this evening? Mike, the Razor Rookie, back with another shave for you. It's the end of the week. It's Saturday. It's when I usually put up a video, so here I am. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. Matthew C in the comments told me you don't always have to use a matching set. And I think I pretty much burned through all my matching stuff, so we're gonna start mixing it up. If you noticed in the thumbnail, I'm gonna use this Wilkinson sword. I don't know if you can make that out. So Flash Boredom sent me this a while back. Haven't used it yet. It smells very nice. So that's going to be the soap for this evening. And since that has a blue tub, I figured I'll use my blue tip, because my tip is blue. Circulation's bad. And continuing with the blue theme, an Astra blue blade. Check that out. And then we're going to finish that off with some Aqua Velva. We used to try to get drunk on this as kids. I say we, but my generation, people used to try to drink this and get drunk, and I don't know. I like the way it smells. Classic blue Aqua Velva. If you can make that out. There you go. So, I have not. Oh. And my Maggard razors. Synthetic, I guess they call this a Timberwolf knot or whatever. It's synthetic. It's just gray and black. But I haven't used this yet, so we're going to learn how to lather it together. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but I didn't put one up Wednesday or my midweek. I don't believe. I did a live shave instead on Facebook. I was going to use my other Purely Skinful soap. I have, I don't know where the hell it went, a cherry blossom scented one from Linda Janes over at Purely Skinful Handmade Essentials. And I was going to use that for my live shave, but that evening someone else was using it, so I didn't quite get a chance. So it's the end of the week. How y'all been? It's I'm glad it's over. I'll put it to you that way. That's about all I got to say about that. Throw a little. It seems to be a thirsty soap. So, and we're going to jaw a little bit while I'm doing this. So, I'm going to ask y'all a question. I know you're not going to answer me right now, but I got a comment section below, so any of these questions you can reply to them down there. Just scroll up. Wait till the end of the video, but you can scroll down and leave a comment. I have been chit-chatting with a couple of friends of mine, friends in life, about podcasts. If you don't know, a podcast is kind of like a radio show, but it's not on a radio. You can download it to your phone and listen to it at your leisure. I've listened to podcasts before, and I enjoy them. You get other folks' opinions about stuff, and you don't have to listen to your local Honda and Nissan dealerships. You know, we've got a wacky flailing arm inflatable tube man out front. You need to come by and buy another car Because American consumer culture says you need a 2019 because your 2018 ain't good enough. Anyway, I like podcasts. And a friend of mine said, man, with your sense of humor and the things you can come up with, you should start a podcast. What do y'all think? Do y'all listen to podcasts? Do you ever thought about starting one? Is there any particular ones you listen to? And if there is, why do you listen to them? What keeps you coming back? Leave a comment. 55 Gillette Blue Tip. I think it's a 55. A3. I think it's a 1955. I think it, yeah. Now, like I said, my friend Flash Boredom. If you haven't seen his channel, go check it out. It's Flash Boredom, like Flash Gordon, oh, savior of the universe. But Flash Boredom. He's definitely not boring. He uploads pretty regular. But as a gift, a while back, no reciprocation was expected. I sent him some fine fresh vetiver, and he seemed to enjoy it. You're welcome. Kids are in there raising hell. In return, he sent me some Jammy Dodgers, which I love. But in with the Jammy Dodgers was some shaving stuff. And this soap was some of the shaving stuff. This soap and a palm olive stick, 2 palm olive sticks, some Erasmic, other things we can't get here. I mean, we can order them online and pay exorbitant shipping and all that. But out of the generosity of his own heart and his pocket, he ate the expense and sent me some European shaving stuff, which I dearly appreciate. Side note, sometimes people get kind of, I guess, jaded about the shaving community and the support and stuff that we do or don't get from the community. I'm not one of those people. I really like the community. For every one guy who gets into doing these videos for free shit from manufacturers and soap makers and stuff, there's 1,000 that just do it for the love of the hobby and that are more than willing to share with people. And I've been embraced and, kind of overwhelmed by the generosity of others. And I try to pay it back just as much as I can. And when I can. And they're like, oh, well, it's a guy I know on YouTube. And nobody ever tries to use the word friend, but Flash to me is a friend. So, for what it's worth, Flash, you're a friend of mine. Anyway, I'm going to rinse and I'll be right back. Okay, anyway, like I was saying, he sent me this Wilkinson sword soap along with an assortment of other European goodies, including Jammy Dodgers, which I love. We're not going to go on about the cookies, but damn, they're good. And I greatly appreciate it. If you guys ever have the opportunity to try this soap, hopefully by the end of the video I can suggest it or not, but I'm going to feel around and see how we're doing so far. And from what I was told, this isn't like a super duper artisan, you know, soap. But it does a really good job. And I'm going to have to agree. It smells really nice. It's like a clean, soapy smell. It does match with the Aqua Velva pretty well. So it's not just the fact that it's blue and it goes with everything that's blue. That just happens to smell pretty good together. So, and it seemed to load pretty good. So let's relather, huh? It does seem to be pretty thirsty once I get it on the face. It reminds me of Parasso, the way it wants to kind of dry out on your face. But that just tells me it'll hold more water than I'm giving it. So we're going to give it some water here in just a minute and see how it goes. But I'm going to paint some on here. And just because you don't get a big poofy lather doesn't mean it's not a slick protective lather. It doesn't necessarily have to look like Barbasol out of the can. Before I started my channel, I used some Duke Cannon. I don't know if anybody's ever had that or tried it. But you don't get, it's kind of like Cremo. You don't get a big, thick, poofy lather. At least I've never been able to with Duke Cannon or Cremo. Grandparents are here, so if you can hear all that hollering in the background, she ain't in danger. She's having a hell of a time. So, second pass. And just because a soap isn't an artisan soap doesn't mean it's not a good soap. Like I said before I started my channel, I didn't really know, well, I didn't really watch YouTube too much about this kind of stuff. Because let's be honest, watching a guy shave is kind of strange, I guess. Some people just don't get it. And I used whatever you get at Walmart or Walgreens, CVS, what have you. Whatever pharmacy or chemist you go to for your stuff. You know, just because it's not an artisan and you didn't pay 30 bucks for the tub doesn't mean it's not going to be good. And that's not saying all artisans charge 20, 30 bucks for their tubs. Hell, if you've never heard of them or never used them, Wild West Shaving, I think his average is like 6, 7, 8 bucks. And it's great stuff. And I've yet to get that on camera, so I wish I was one of those guys whose hair just grew overnight. So I could get everything I wanted to on camera. Like quickly, if I got them all on camera and had to buy more soaps or, leave my channel up but just quit recording, because then I'd have everything done. But all right, I'm gonna rinse and I'll be right back. All right. Well, they don't call it wet shaving for nothing. Lord have mercy. I made a mess this go around. All right. Smooth by there. Smooth by there. Little something there, but that's par for the course for me. Smooth by there. That's acceptable. Now, as always, unscented witch hazel. I'm an advocate. You've heard it before. I'm not going to repeat it. Or maybe I will. It's an astringent. Cleans up, tones, alcohol free. If you're a man or a woman that shaves and finds that your shaving routine leaves you a little dry after the fact, try some witch hazel. It's nourishing. And it's cheap. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be Thayer's. As long as it's unscented, alcohol free, you can use anything. So, analysis of this soap. I like it. I would have never got to try it if it wasn't for the generosity of my friend Flash Boredom. So thank you very much, Flash. If that's any indication of the quality of the rest of the things you sent me, then fantastic. I've heard a lot of good things about Palmolive and Erasmic, so she's having lots of fun. Now that that's dry. Aqua Velva Classic Ice Blue. If you have a grandpa or an old guy at work, you know what this smells like. And in case you're wondering, that's what the restrictor looks like. It's not very restricting at all. So, but it's cheap. You can use it a ton. And yes, it burns. But not too bad. It's a good burn. We live for the burn. Wet shavers love the burn. There is that. Okie dokie. We're going to recap, shall we? I used the Wilkinson sword. Hopefully you can make that out. There we go. That's not too much. Wilkinson sword, puck soap sent to me by my friend Flash Boredom. We shaved with a 1955 Gillette blue tip. The razor helping, the blade helping the razor do the work was an Astra Blue. Are you sensing a pattern yet? Then I used my Maggard razor's synthetic brush to whip that up. And our aftershave, as you just saw, was Aqua Velva Ice Blue Classic. That's going to do it for me. I appreciate it. My name's Mike. I'm the Razor Rookie. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and go to bed because it's getting late. But I got to go wrangle some kids first. Later on, I got shit to do.